Well, hello everybody. I'm here to talk about one of my favorite subjects, Ellen Shipman, and I hope you're having a wonderful day and enjoying the beautiful gardens at Longview. Well, doing my research on Ellen Shipman, I acquired or made photocopies of a lot of material that was shown to me. It took a lot of diligence to find stuff, but it mainly was through Ellen Shipman's great-granddaughter, Nancy Angel Streeter, whose mother was the daughter of Ellen Shipman. And she had all sorts of memorabilia that was really of a personal level, not suitable to go to a landscape architecture archive with all of the drawings and research material that's at Cornell. She inherited all the Shipman memorabilia, lists of all the women who worked for Ellen Shipman and, miscellaneous files. I get the feeling when Ellen Shipman closed down her office in 1946, she did it in pretty much of a hurry because she had to go through the drawings and decide which ones were going to Cornell and which ones she was going to toss. She tossed maybe 2/3 of them that are amazing, and it wasn't until either someone who worked for her or a family member of someone who worked for Ellen Shipman came up with this incredible list, handwritten list, that one of the employees of Ellen Shipman in her last year in business put together. And I saw all sorts of names on the list. I had no idea. It was in over my head. Well, I think my very first visit to Longview, I can't remember the exact date, but I had just joined the Southern Garden History Society, which is a wonderful, long-standing organization. And they do a annual meeting each year in a different town. And the year that I joined, they were doing New Orleans. And I figured, okay, let's go. Let's see what that's all about. So I met some very interesting people there, and that was my first visit to Longview. And it was looking a little bit different than it does today.
And when do you think that was? Or about?
Well, gardens evolve over the years. They didn't have all that scholarship at their fingertips by then, and so much has happened within the last couple of years. The Garden Conservancy came in and did help, and a better educated staff, and the establishment of an archive.
Yes.
All of that makes it very professional. She loved working with the Platt, not with Charles Platt anymore, but with his sons. So she loved working with some of the architects. They did their part of the job, and she did her part. But Longview is a wonderful melding of the two viewpoints. Well, the interiors are really what make Longview outstanding in the list of Ellen Shipman projects, because here she not only did this beautiful garden that had been previously designed by the Platts, but she had the opportunity to help the Stearns design the different buildings. She was the one that nixed the first design, as you know, for the new Longview, and that was about it. She convinced them to use other architects, and you can read in the book about all the different aspects of what's happening there. Well, there were several great Ellen Shipman gardens that people can visit. Longview, of course, is one of the best, but the other I'd like to mention is the Cummer Museum of Art and Gardens in Jacksonville, Florida. They went through a similar protocol with restoring the garden, and now it's gotten a lot of prestige. So that's good news. Most of the smaller private gardens have all disappeared. And hence, when you look at the long client list, even in the second edition of the book, in some cases it's just a line item that I saw on a sheet of list of, and I know nothing about the project. But I mean, that's the fortunate thing with Longview. You have a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
In your archive, you've got plans, you've got drawings, you've got lists, you've got all sorts of stuff that may not have ever been done for some of the other projects. That's a big question, but I hope people will continue to come to Longview. I hope they will understand that the landscape architect who was involved there is just as important as the architects who were involved there. And that's true with almost any project. So that's what I would say.
Thank you so much, Judith.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that was great.